What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the Everton Rebuild in Football Manager 2022. And if you guys watched my previous upload yesterday when I said, I'm going doctors, get a checkup and all that kind of stuff, I'm still going to be needing to have a rest, but thankfully making these videos, especially the FM videos, it's still pretty light on in terms of it's not intense. I'm here sitting at my computer, so still relatively relaxing and not really overdoing it. So still expect uploads unless, there's a change. But yeah, for now, expect uploads to resume as per usual. And youth intake episode. These ones get me excited. And the top talent we got last year, goalkeeper. We put him right into the first team squad. No going to the under 18s to see him. Paul Miley, great talent. Just we don't need to talk too much about him. Focusing on intake players, but it's more so the fact we got another one. So let's take a look how good this guy is. He's not that 5-star, but he could quite easily be. That alters. And punching tendency is 16. But overall, for his important attributes, he's got a few of them that are that 11 or higher, which I like to see at his age, only 15. He'll be getting signed up. Again, I'll just let you know if we'll sign up a player or not because, look how many to go through. Though, the decent talents, we probably won't even, I won't show you any of those guys unless they're respectable. We'll be going too long through this. We'll go to our next one, top talents. These guys should be good enough, especially Marvin Hont, who, especially with that 1.5-star ability. I thought, yes, high determination as well. But again, I might need to be looking at something else to judge the personality of unambitious. I've seen that a couple times now with someone who has still good determination. Normally, I thought they do go hand in hand. And generally, I do see someone who has high determination. They don't have the unambitious personality. But anyway, he definitely deserves a contract. Good attributes and potential is there. And then George Bellow looks to be a defensive player, only 0.5-star ability, but I think that's enough potential to sign him up. See, good determination. Normally you'll see it partnered with a fairly determined personality, but height, he's not the tallest, but as I said, he's got enough potential in him to be developing regularly with the determination. So he'll get a contract. They don't always have to be wonder kids to deserve a contract, right? And then the final top talent, Silla, another left winger. Left back, you look at the attributes, he probably could be an attacking fullback type, so not too bad. And his determination 15, it seems like all of these top guys, pretty good determination, and that says a lot. They can live up to their potential. So all these guys in the top talents and elite in Alfie Hellum, all getting contracts. So as I said, because there's a big list of other players, we'll show you any of the guys that I would be signing up if they're respectable and look good enough. So Seb Christie, left back, current ability doesn't look the best, but again, it's that 15 determination. I think we have a good crop of fairly determined players, don't we? And balanced enough attributes. Once more, he's someone, okay, I don't think he's going to be a superstar, but for the meantime, and I think 3-star potential is not bad. It's not bad to get signed up to the under 18s. So far with the good talents, they seem, that level good enough. High natural fitness, but then I really liked his mentals for his age at 15. Bravery and positioning, a couple lower ones, but the amount he has, those 13s and a 12, 11, that's a good batch of those, I thought. And a few good technicals. Those selected ones at the same time, important for the role as a striker. So, not bad. He'll get a contract. And man, another one, an Irish, he could play from centre mid, DM, centre back, good bravery, determination is only 10. And see, he doesn't have unambitious, and that's been lower than some others. But he's balanced. He's got a few nice technicals, a few nice mentals, and then physicals as well. So, as I said, I do like having enough youth players. Like, in the under 18s, it's good. Opposed to just signing up your absolute best stars. But then, Rob Thomas, who is a striker, I said, I'll show you the ones that, we only sign, but maybe give you reasons why we won't sign someone. He has a lot of weaknesses in his mentals and some important ones that you know, they're not going to go. They'll improve, but I can see how this guy's going to develop. What he will look like probably at his best, and yeah, probably just doesn't have enough in him for me. And very low. Yeah, when the low determination is partnered with unambitious, I'd really struggle to see him developing a lot. But Abdul Ossi here, right back, you know, strength in his tackling, heading, marking, solid, crossing his A. I think he'll be an okay fullback. He'll become something if he's not Premier League level, maybe something to make some money off him, even if it's a little portion. We'll talk about money a bit, but yeah, for two very high mental attributes. Are they the best? Like aggression, bravery, yes, I like, but yeah, it's enough. And a rare one out of the decent talents I'm signing up is Shea Milne. As you can see, these guys' potentials, they're like around 2 stars, so not the highest. I liked his versatility. He can play left back, right back, and some really good mentals, like his work rate 16 and determination, teamwork. So I know he's going to work hard. I say work, yeah, that work rate, but teamwork, that's got work in it, and determination. Those 3 attributes together, his best, is very important, and I just think that he's probably going to get the best out of his ability, and he can be something, as I said previously, to get something from him. And also, those type of players are actually good for the higher potentials in the youth team. It will set like a work ethic level. That's why I'm sure. I don't know if that, I've never known if that impacts in FM at all. Even if they're worse players, but they're in the youth team, but they're like setting a level of work rate. I'm not sure if like the better ones, they might not have the same work rate level if they learn from that at all. Sometimes you just got to have your different logics about things, and yeah, I've always done it that way, kind of. If I've seen players have some good work rate, I'd like to have them in the team. Or in this case, in the under 18s for development purposes. And yeah, he was the only one worthy. The rest, they're just that kind of standard 2.5 star potential where it's not good enough. So Champions League draw, we need to update you how we've got here. So how we've done since January, pretty solid overall. You saw that month, a couple losses. Southampton, we are up and down. If you can't tell by the results, losing at home against Southampton, some games we just don't click. And when I say click, I always love to actually click, but you know, it's just me. But a Tottenham loss away, a bit more understandable. But yeah, some completely different results like this. Like Chelsea, I think we had a better game there. It was 2-1. It was a close encounter. Beating Manchester City, like at home. How do we do that and lose at home against Southampton? We are completely that right now. We are that mixed team. But where we have talent, like on our day, is good enough. Like someone said, we're not good enough for Champions League. I don't believe we are. I think like last season, we just completely overachieved. Maybe some other top teams just didn't do as good. We beat Newcastle as well. Smith Rowe's been a good signing. He's actually injured at the moment. So beating Manchester City after beating Barcelona, it's not the same Barcelona of old. So yeah, it's interesting how much you take out of it. I'm just like, how much do we take out of beating Barcelona? What are they now? How do you really rank them now? If we go see their team, they look to have quite a few youngsters. I guess we're sorting by potential. Pedri's great anyway. The wonder kids in their team. So if we sort by their value, there's like De Jong, Ter Stegen, Pedri, Fati, Araujo, Gavi, like Griezmann. Like, they've got more better players. So I still think we did something in that tie. Yeah, we did something pretty neat. And then obviously after that second leg, we beat them 2-0 at home. Larin's been okay. He scored some goals in both legs in the tie. So yeah, he's been a good signing. Don't forget how we signed him. Look at that, free transfer. The Premier League. The question is, do we keep him? Because we could get a quick profit. Maybe sell him for 30 mil in the off season. I had a bit of lot. He's been impressive though. But what is not impressive, guys? The overall balance. It's a bit of... The thing is now, we're this stage of the Champions League knockouts. Yeah, we're going to be getting the TV revenue, the gate receipts, and we did well. Like, when it's on paper, Everton v Barcelona, you say Everton has no chance. But yeah, I'd like a few more months like this, and we might actually get out of the red for the season. Who are we going to get drawn against? This could be big. Let's take a look at the teams. Monaco, Bayern Munich, Inter, Liverpool, Manchester United, PSG, Real Madrid. Yeah. I don't think they're all... I think Monaco probably going to be the easiest to beat, but they're all... I don't think they're like Barca. I don't think... I mean, Manchester United, but they're still always good in FM, regardless of what's happening in real life, because they have the money, they make some signings, and the team itself is still solid. But it's good. It's still got good players and Harry Maguire. But let's just draw that. Okay. Manchester United v Liverpool, big English contest that is. PSG. I could say we get destroyed against PSG. We could against quite a few other teams. They get Monaco. So, I mean, it's Bayern Munich, Inter, or Real. They're all going to be tough. So, let's just go through them. Bayern, Inter. So, it's going to be against Real Madrid. Okay, first leg's away from home. You might want to see, okay, how Real is doing. They're top of the La Liga. They're just a bit better than Barca at this point in time, so you expect them to be more of a challenge. And right now, yeah, look at this. Camavinga, Vinny Jr., Valverde, Courtois. Okay, there's names there. But is this the best, like Real Madrid team? There's good players there. And, yeah, Camavinga. These guys are still good quality players. Yeah, Camavinga, he's still going to keep improving. Looks good as is, but it's still... for me, there's a big drop. You got these high... a few of them are high. Courtois is a bit older, but they're high value because of their age in a way. Because they're like wonder kids. Say Junior and Camavinga. And then there's a bit of a drop after maybe Alaba. Obviously, yeah, Alaba's experience as well. You got a couple, say Jovic, and then Rodrigo, and then they start to go below 20 million in their values. And again, there's a few younger guys there. So if we go into their tactics, I want to see how they're shaping up. Benzema, Hazard, but how... Hazard still looks good. He's aging, so he's not really as quick anymore. He's 32. And Benzema, how old's he by now? Almost 40. No, he's 35, but still declining. Centre-back, Militao, Nacho, Vazquez at right-back. Just to show you, no, he's not bad. Decent tackling, but he's far from a world class. This is not a Champions League winning Real Madrid team, if you compare it to previous Real Madrid sides that have gone on to win it. I wouldn't say that is unbeatable. If we're on, I mean, we've beat teams in our league, like the Manchester Cities. That's not impossible. But to go either way, going all the way in the Champions League is going to be very tough. And of course, we get a semi-final to draw as well. I don't want to think too far ahead. I don't even know what side I want to be. We're going to be on the Bayern and Inter side, who will be very good. They're both teams that will be obviously good in attack, but I always find them good tactically. They're a tough team to come up against and score against, more what we're talking about here. Say PSG, Monaco, Man United, Liverpool. Definitely the Man United, Liverpool side we've had games against, but yeah, I see Bayern into those really good tactical sides. Not saying these other teams aren't, but yeah, you know they're going to be tough. But today, let's play FA Cup quarter-final against Chelsea. It's a good team, and it's FA Cup quarter-final stages, so considering the previous game was against Oxford United, that is, previous game in the FA Cup. Yeah, that's a bit of a step up. So let's see how we're faring in this game, how we're going to line up against Chelsea. But guys, also, you may have realised, yeah, there's some, information here. Well, some players' names, you're like, wait, Yerry Mina. Unfortunately, he never was, we were going to contract and he just wasn't listening to it. It was, again, annoying thing. But he's 120k. I'm not going to lie, he's been good this season. But can we get more value off him? I mean, yeah, it would have been nice if we could sell him. But, one of those things... long-term, guys, this is such a long-term thing. I don't think that's the best situation. Ideally, really, I probably would have kept him on. I'd say if you get 6 or 7 million for him, nothing excessive. So it is relieving a decent amount of wage regardless. But so yeah, on paper, like, oh, he's not a guy you'd probably want to let go on a free. But sometimes when he's not listening to your contract, yeah, you don't have an option. So yeah, he decided to go to Shakhtar, opposed to staying in the Premier League. Each to their own. But then let's not forget, we have Jared Branthwaite coming through, 20 years old. He's got 4-star potential. Like right now, he's not the same level. He's got very good jumping reach, bravery. So he's got a couple decent attributes there, very high attributes. And then, yeah, we just need to see him develop a bit more. So some first team game time would help. As you see, 9 starts in the Premier League and even some Champions League games. Getting him that exposure is going to help. But also the league reality as well. We're not just not getting into the Champions League again. I think, yeah, I'm not even... like, we're at 42 points. Leicester, it's just... these teams haven't underperformed. They've just been very good. I think for our level, and you guys, we're going through all our players and that. Like, in terms of the stats, Everton... like 42 points, 13 wins, but we've also had 13 losses. Maybe a few of the losses if we got them if we pulled draws from those. But yeah, like, I think this season is what our squad is, really. We haven't overachieved this season. We've kind of maybe got where we're supposed to be, quality-wise. Media's rating us as 8th. So yeah, it's like right on that. I just feel we're performing to our quality. And we're overachieved to what the clubbers want. It's like be competitive in the Champions League. That's where we've overachieved. And again, Premier League mid-table. I think if you finish 8th, that's probably just a little bit above that. We're mid-table, but it's definitely not failing like an EFL Cup. But that's the lowest preference. So the thumbs down on that, not as important. And yeah, the FA Cup, 5th round. That previous hurdle of, it's like beating Oxford United was the passable level, but that's the luck of the draw. So regardless of what happens in this game against Chelsea, I think it's not going to impact our position. And here's some other results there. Arsenal advance over Wolves and Man United on penalties versus Liverpool. But yeah, just to show you what we're going to do, Smith Rowe just got his injury. We're going to bring in Edwards. He was out for a similar reason himself. Vasalka, we're going to bring him in for Holgate, which is a big change. I think Holgate, Coleman, yeah, he's going to be moving on as well. We touched on it, didn't it? Yeah, he's just going to start to decline too much at this point. You can see that in his physicals. He's still trying to keep up in some other areas, isn't he? Again, 18 determination. That's a big part of it. There's natural fitness is an important attribute, but because that isn't a great one for him, that's why, yeah, physicals are going down. Adley really started to develop a good connection with Alan. Those two, central players for us, important. But Godfrey and Keane, they're going to need to play well together. We need to prepare for life without Mina. I don't think Mina is that much better than Keane. I think they're similar levels. It's just the connection between them. I'd probably prefer to play Michael Keane, to be honest. But yeah, it's just the situation. And take a look for Salko. Yeah, we hadn't used him too much this season. We still got 12 Premier League starts. But for you guys to give him a go, you guys can see him out there today. Longstaff probably make the bench as well. And yeah, that's a solid bench. Miley, we're not really, he's just there. I'm just going to make him available, not even until match fit, because we're not utilizing him anyway. So, not the worst team here today. Laren getting the go, and the thing is, he and Richarlison, yeah, they've built a pretty good connection, solid connection anyway. Sure, I'm not going to lie, I'm not going to say, oh, they're a better combination, obviously with Calvert-Lewin, but we've got a lot of money coming in for Calvert-Lewin that we did, unfortunately, not going to show here because Smith Rowe's gone. Oh, God, he's injured. He's injured, but yeah, it's maintaining. I'm going to say maintaining, not going to say better or worse, but yeah, probably not on show today because money, big money of that was spent on Smith Rowe, but at the same time, I say that attacking for and Adley and centre mid, not too bad. How's he improved? Just to show you, yeah, guys, look at him. Looking pretty neat. Still a lot more he can grow into and show for the team. So, yeah, let's see what we can show today. And hopefully, you'll notice sometimes oh, we'll struggle. Well, then other times we can have a very respectable performance against a top side. And this is how we play. You could say it could either go both ways. It should go more defensively, but sometimes it just clicks on the day and you get everything right. So hope it's one of those days. And you take a look at Chelsea's side, it doesn't look like they're going too weak into it as well. They're, taking this game pretty seriously. So, point finger. Yeah. Oh, Chelsea, after a previous loss against them. Let's go into it. As I said, we've had a pretty up and down season. We've had losses against teams that I thought we should have beat. And again, against some good clubs, we've got results. But a corner, I'm glad it wasn't an early corner conceded goal type game. Come on, we got to stay in this. We got to stay in it. We're in it to win it. So now it's Carlos Soler to James. They're going to... I'm feeling it early. They're very, very strong against us. And, oh my God, how have they not scored? Oh, we're playing with fire a bit. But it could just turn out to be one of these games. If you take a look at the stats right now, we didn't have a lot to speak of, to be fair. But we want to be efficient when we get our chances. Like one could be upcoming. You saw we had 27% possession. But this could be one of our first half chances. And if we play it right, when we've got the possession ourselves, let's utilize it and turn it into something good. We go back to Pickford, but we're maintaining. No. See, that's dumb. Well, it was a bad decision. See, that's decision. Decision making, a bit execution as well. And I feel like we deserve, if we deserve regardless, the hammer was coming out because we made a bad decision. That happens. That's disappointing. But again, that's not exactly what I wanted, to go back all the way to the goalkeeper. We were in a decent attacking position. So, that's quality and, that goal is quality. But we were initially talking about ourselves, maybe a lack of quality and the composure in that point. And experience as well, there's a bit of that. And it looks early, but that was forced by, a poor error by us. Because my point was, Chelsea's going to dominate us, but if we are efficient with our chances. If we're not, though, it could look very bad today. Okay. Are we going to be able to defend them? They look to have, big quality on us. I'm just like, And how they're moving as well, they just look on top. They just simply look on top today. And unfortunately, it's going to be a game you guys see. It's probably, it's not going to be one of our better ones for the season. Unfortunately, away against Chelsea. Again, it's that defense. You're like, oh, maybe you should have a more defensive setup. But there's been games where I've expected a loss if it's against Man City and we end up beating them. Barcelona in the Champions League playing exactly this way. You could maybe throw away good wins against those clubs. So, it's interesting. Come on. Adley, give us, can we see something? Can we see something? As I said, if we fall at this hurdle in the FA Cup, it's further than the board wanted. So we get past that. That's a tick in that part. So it looks like, 2-0 at halftime. It's just, you can tell they're stronger. I mean, at this point, we need to play our game anyway. We need to play our attacking game. But we just haven't looked likely against them all day. So sometimes you just feel the lack of your quality versus a certain team and you just can't create against them. And you just see a lack of highlights and you're just like, that game went by too quickly. Just didn't have the quality in our players to create against that opposition. That seems like what is happening here today. So regardless if you go defensive or not, you're going to have less opportunities, if anything. Because you just don't have that ability in your players to break them down. And especially if we don't have our best selection. Okay, set pieces. See, we're going to have chances through these. These are the opportunities we have. Adley, set one up, please. Yes. I'm relieved, making it 2-1. And I hope we can hold up defensive. As I said, Michael Keane, he can score as well. Trying to compare defensive ability. But no, he's He's a bit of a leader for the club as well. It is definitely an interesting time in the game, though, because we have some players on yellows. Vasalko, maybe I shouldn't have used him today. We're going to bring on Mason Holgate, who I think is a bit more responsible and maybe better defensively. Unfortunately, not one of his best games. And Alan, he's had a poor game, but Sean Longstaff, I don't know. Like you see there, that's somewhere where we have a clear deficiency, I guess you can say. But what we could do, let's go to tactics. If we take Alan off and we go Dali Ali, thankfully Dali Ali can play multiple positions and he's very good centrally. We're going to utilize him in a box-to-box midfield role. Alan comes off. It's disappointing him having a poor game. And Demarai Gray, we'll bring him on. Neat player. And it's similar to Edwards. I think using Dali Ali, he's not... Yeah, I'm not saying he's bad at all. He's one of our best players, but he's just a standard winger role. Dali Ali, he's a bit of a mixed bag. He can play different roles, but yeah, I don't mind this setup now. Definitely staying attacking, and I think we're gonna extremely high tempo and be more expressive, hit some crosses in and play for set pieces. Let's just try and hit this at the right time. Maybe a shout and encourage from this point. I think regardless of the scoreline, encourage, generally bring some happy faces. All right. If we can get an equalizer, very good. Dali on that yellow, got to be careful of as well. Let's not make an error again. We're wanting to be direct, so let's see that. Dali, that was a chance. Just don't give this away now. Hold. You see how we get the players forward here. The two centre-backs really the only ones back. Gray. Come on. This is going to fall for us. Edwards. We've got the players around. And this is why we do get chances. Because look at the amount of players in our attack here. Oh, good ball in. Good ball in. And that needed to be a goal. We're not going to see too many of those. Yeah, that was a really well-worked chance against a good opposition. We've had 6 shots on target, actually, for the day. So please be hitting a momentum in last 25 minutes for the game. Hopefully that's what we're showing. Come on. But it's... Oh, he looked offside, Werner, but he's not going to be. Pickford with the save. See, after that equaliser now, it has more a close feeling. When you're only down by the single goal, when it's at 2-0, it looks like, oh, yep, opposition has just been too good for you for the day. Even though they're not dominating, like 2-0, it's solid, but it's not like 4-0 or something. But you get that one goal back and suddenly it feels close. And we're creating a bit more. We look a little bit more likely than the first half. Or... We'll see. This could just be a highlight for Chelsea anyway. Yeah, this is what I mean. Now, Gallagher to Mount. You might say it was coming. So, yeah, that highlight wasn't even our way, but just because we started with possession. It's disappointing. But it always comes from loss of possession. We have a chance to create something ourselves, whether it be lack of composure, ability, experience. I think it's a bunch of those things. Then Chelsea are just more clinical and looked like that almost was an own goal from Michalenko. But yeah, it's a mix of those things I just mentioned. And Chelsea just so much more clinical. Look at that. They attack, go forward. Defense, scrambling. But at the end of the day, they've only had a couple more shots on target above us. I think we've competed decently well against a pretty solid opponent here today. So, say it's a respectable game for us. A consolation goal, a goal either way doesn't really matter too much. Like, if we get it, it's not going to make a difference. But I think we've competed today. We haven't had a great performance, but we've just, Gallagher's probably going to finish off. Yeah, Conor Gallagher as well. What a player. What a player he is, obviously, coming back to Chelsea. 4-1. You might say it's what Chelsea deserve on the day, but yeah. I think we were never beating them, but I think when we only had 2 less shots on target, I think that's pretty rough, losing by 3. It was a tough one. But Thrash Armsay, far from pleased. Yeah, Chelsea's, tough team to beat. Like I touched on earlier in the game as well, it's like if we were being defensive, we wouldn't have created too many chances anyway, and we always felt, Chelsea are so hard to break down here in this game. Like, their ability versus ours, we just yeah, that's how I feel. Just, a team so tough to break down and get through their defense. Being less attacking is seeing less of those chances for us. And we probably wouldn't have even scored on the day. So, yeah, we needed as many as we had just to score the one. So, Chelsea, very much, they deserved the win. And I think it was a point where we got as far as the board wanted us. Again, the media prediction of 8th, that's where we're sitting right now in the league. As we touched on before, I think we're sitting right where we are. And they're wanting us to play possession. I think we are to a certain degree, but the importance of that isn't the highest. So we're still going to keep on that. But I think definitely, we get thumbs up there. I think because it needs to be finalised, obviously, and that got finalised there as passed. So whenever we got knocked out, when we get knocked out of Champions League, that will get passed. And I think for Premier League, we will as well. So if it's the 3 versus the fail of the EFL Cup, which is the least of that importance, we're definitely keeping our job for next season. And money-wise, I think if we settle on that, hopefully don't cut into it too much more. Obviously, the Champions League brought us some good income, but what's that right now? That's just over, 8 million? That's a pretty good month. So I like to think we'll get that again if we go to the schedules. I didn't expect to beat Barcelona, to be fair. So I like how the fact Real Madrid's the next month. So I like to think the following month, we have another month of positive in the finances and not going backwards. So, yeah, a little bit of a good sign. But we're going to leave it there for now. Leave all your thoughts for where we're at this level, or where we're at in the rebuild for Everton, because I still think it's going to take quite a long time to actually go all the way and win the Champions League, build a team that's good enough for that. Keep in mind that we're not going to be, realistically, in any European competition next season, but we're still in that rebuilding aspect. So, yeah, I don't think we're at the level of winning the Champions League this season. So it's just, how great we were last season, being rewarded for it, I suppose. But anyway, leave it there for now. We're going to play all the way to the end of the season, see if we make the Champions League final. But I say that very unconvincingly, because, even Real Madrid's going to be a tricky one. But we'll see how we'll go, and I'll see you guys next time.